how can you be authentic and also professional? And usually when someone's asking this question, it's how can I balance being an asshole and also being professional? Or how can I balance between being rude and disrespectful and also being professional? And it's like, I want them to accept me for the way that I am. And that's usually you're making someone uncomfortable and you want them to accept you. And at the same time, you're saying, how can I be professional? I mean, this is kind of a silly question, right? But it is a question nonetheless, that which we must answer since it was asked. Look, here's the reality. I'll give you the converse side of this, like what you don't want to do. You don't want to be so focus grouped that whenever you speak, you're like some politician where you don't even know what you're saying anymore. You ever notice as politicians, I like, again, it doesn't matter what political party you follow. Like if you watch some of these speeches, presentations, or you even see them out, in the public and they're speaking on something, I'm not convinced they even believe what they're saying or that they even know what they're saying. They just want to be liked. So they'll speak to one group and they'll say all sorts of stuff. And it's like, and they'll speak to another group and they'll say something completely different. Now, who knows what this person even believes? They're just trying to appease the people that they're speaking to. So that is the opposite of authentic. And then there's the other type of newfound leader that has, read so many LinkedIn posts, these long form LinkedIn posts, that they're not quite sure what words they can even use anymore or what they could even say anymore. It's insanity. Like, again, they're not able to say anything. And they're looking over like across the room into somebody else, and just like HR, and you're like, I'm afraid to say anything because I don't want to trigger them and I don't want to trigger somebody over here. And maybe somebody might have a microaggression if I use some word that could offend someone. And again, I'm saying this as an example. Yes, without a doubt, we should be progressive and open-minded 100%. But I've seen this go too far, and I've seen this overcorrect to the point where you feel like you're talking to AI. So where do you find the balance, right? Is the B word, okay? And it's really about, being able to ensure that your personality is able to still come through. You should have your own thoughts and opinions. You should have your own perspectives. It doesn't mean that it needs to resonate with everybody, but at the same time, you don't want to present yourself in a way that is offensive to the very people that you lead. In my view as a leader, it's like we all need teams to be able to get anything done. You can't do anything on your own. You need to be able to work collaboratively with people. And when you're able to be authentic, I think you build more trust with the people that you lead. And when you are too focus grouped and you try to be, perfect, you don't resonate with anybody. It's no different than your marketing messaging. Well, I don't want to stand out here. I don't want to necessarily stand out there. And I want to be for everyone. And you end up being for no one because nobody remembers who you are. What's the saying? It's like if you want to get elected, in this country, president, half the country has to hate you. If both sides don't really love you and both sides don't really hate you, well, probably no one's going to vote for you. So it's like you have to resonate strongly with some, and then there's going to be others that really you're not for them. And that's okay.